Hi there, and welcome to one of my first ever races in iRacing in the Spec race Ford. Very new to iRacing, probably the third day of driving iRacing. I've got plenty of experience in other sims like Gran Turismo 7, if you can call it a sim from the iRacing purist side of things. But I've gone into my first race, this is my second race ever in these cars here. Learning not to have ABS immediately was an absolute pain for me. But with my second race, I lock in, I start P12 and gain about 3 or 4 places off the start. Getting a good exit through the corners, an appropriate exit. You know, going up the inside of the green car, but in turn I've lost a place to number 9. Coming through the back end here. I don't know the names of the corners yet, I apologise for anyone I may offend with that. Right behind number P9, we get close to him, but as we hit the curb there, we lose a bit of time on him. Coming around the right, the first of the 2 right sweepers, with this being my first race that I also turned off driving line. These 2 right-handers were the bane of my existence to get correct. As you'll see very quickly, cars in front of me, all going a bit squirrely on lap 1. Cold tyres up to temperature now. As we go up the inside of number 15, braking a little bit late, going slightly wide, get back on the power, which has pushed me off into the grass. All that time I just gained is now gone as we move back to the back end of the field with only 1 car now behind us. We're going to work our way back up though. We know how fast we actually are. We actually didn't put a quali lap in because we went off both times. I just ran a bit wide, didn't actually spin or anything. Just pushing the limits into a banker, and then I pushed too hard on my final lap. Closing up right now behind the white and green car, going up the inside here. He slams the brake. You see him twitch there. If I hadn't have been on the right hand side, I would have gone to the back of it. So I was like, sweet, thank you for the free position, but goodness me, check your braking zones, mate, honestly. As we come round the final corner, I get a much better sweep on these guys this time around. Catching up on them. No real moves to be made here, not close enough to do anything. Braked a lot later than the number 6 cars. I try and swing it around the outside. That becomes the second apex there. Closed him down a lot there. Up the inside. What a move. Up the inside of number 6. He tries to hang around the outside. It becomes the inside again. But I've got the move done. Carried the momentum. Number 7 car showing its luck today. Right on board with myself now. Absolutely hearing the driver cacking himself for making a move. See the car just ahead as we run a little bit wide, focusing on the car ahead here. Number 4 driver here. Like I said, not doing these corners too great, but I did it pretty well then. I've caught him up, but I've got nowhere really to go here as I lift off a bit. Get a much better line. Get the move on, lift off. I'm unsure what he's going to do. Car on the right finishes race, throwing his gearbox off. That's 2 places on the main straight, 1 from overtaking, 1 from a DNF. On the brakes we go, being a lot more cautious now than we were on the end at the start of lap 2. Closing right up behind the gearbox of number 15 now. Still see the race leaders just ahead there, which is really nice to see. The drivers in this race are a little bit slower than they were in the previous race, about 1 second a lap slower, which allowed me to feel like I was actually doing a good job. As we go up the inside of number 15, messes up the exit, we nail it, and that's another place right there, up to P6. No, P9, sorry, I'm car number 7, ignore that. Up to P9 now. Right behind the white and teal car here. As we get a better line than he does through here, we clip the curb, which compromises us. As we come down the hill, need to nail the right-hander here. As we go a little bit wide, costing us a little bit. Just a small enough amount of speed that doesn't put us in a position to overtake here. We decide not to go for a move, but as he brakes a little bit earlier than we decide to just slightly look up the inside, put him under pressure into the first 2 corners of lap number 4, I'm guessing. I don't know where it tells me what lap. Lap 5 at the very bottom. Come on, you'll get it soon. He doesn't nail the exit of turn 3 as we come to the right-hander, try to do what we did on the previous lap to the green car. Number 16 must be a Charles Leclerc fan. As we go up the inside of the sweeper, up the hill. They're all sweepers to me. These last 3 corners are all sweepers to me. I don't know what the correct term is. Whatever they are, they're really fun. But this one here absolutely messed up this right hand. You can see the engine sluggy. As the car's gone off there, another position gained. as we mess up the right-hander. And we can see we've just got a gaggle of cars behind us, as not only does one car come in, but as we go slightly defensive, another car comes into the battle here as we go 3 wide into turn 1. I know my braking point. I turned off the driving line. The first thing I did was learn my braking point for turn 1, and it's paid dividends right there as we get overtaken by 2 cars on the straight, and we overtake 2 cars back into the corner. We maintain the place. We're up into P6. Moving on a few laps later, the red and white car behind us is close. It's up right behind us. As a car gone off, we're up to P5 in a moment as he's come back on the track. Dirty tyres, kicking up the dirt, spins back off the track into the wall and out of the lobby. As we go forward another lap here, 3 cars going to turn 1. I lose 1 place. No, I hold on for 1 more lap. It's this lap. I don't go defensive. I messed up the final corner again. Running a bit deep there, not still understanding giving cars space essentially. We're right on board with myself now. The car behind us here, probably our biggest challenger through the most of the race. As I don't get a great exit here. You can hear his engine coming up behind me. He's creeping. I'm not battling it too hard. I just want to finish this race, to be honest. What lap is it? It's lap 12. We're nearly half distance at this point. I just say let him be. I'm confident I'll catch him up. And a lap later, the other car has crashed somewhere. But as you can see, he's pulling away at this point. We're fast forwarding through the laps. Lap 22. Running on board with Jose now. Out through turn 3. We're getting a few people off this race, and it's got him off almost. He comes back on the track. Absolute moment for him. He had about a 2-second gap on us at this point in the race. That moment's brought us back into contention. Lap 22 of 27, I think it was. 27 laps, yes it was. As we're now right on his gearbox, challenging him once again for P5. We're right on board with Jose's gearbox. Right behind him. I've got to nail this right-hander. I didn't nail it, but I did a better job than he did. In his draft, he has gone to the right-hand side of the track here, holding his line, holding defensively. I kept him there as long as I possibly could, trying to force a mistake. And ladies and gentlemen, he's gone wide. He did what I did on lap 1. Going to be under pressure from him for the rest of the race, however, because he's quicker than me by about half a second a lap, so he just needs to keep it together. As he goes around the right-hander, he's gone wide. He's clipped the grass. He's lost control. He's into the barrier. And with 3 laps to go,